Tubalamusizaako mwena abatulaba yenze Sakos Farouk and I'm here with Keko, straight from Canada to Uganda. She's been in Canada. Tubalamusizaako mwena abali St. John's, Ottawa, Halifax. Call it Halifax? Halifax.
Yeah.
Burlington. You know Burlington?
Yeah.
Ontario.
All of it. I think Burlington is Ontario.
Burlington is Ontario?
Ottawa is also in Ontario.
Ottawa is also?
Ontario.
Now, there's something disturbing me.
Yeah.
Toronto, Ottawa, Ontario.
All of it is Ontario.
What is that?
Ontario
which is
a
which?
state.
Ontario is a state.
Yes. It's a province, sorry.
You don't call them states?
It's
in
a province, Canada? No.
You call them provinces?
Yes.
So, Toronto is what?
Toronto is in Ontario.
It's a city? It's a city. What is it?
It's a city.
Toronto is a city?
Yes.
Then Ontario?
Ottawa is a city. Ontario is like the mother of... It's like how you say it in Tinda.
Now, we have Kampala, we have Ntinda, and then... Okay.
Like that. That's how it is.
So, Toronto is Kampala?
Yes, Toronto is Kampala, but it's very huge.
Very huge?
No, Toronto is like Ntinda.
Toronto is like Ntinda?
In Kampala, which is Ontario. Kampala is Ontario.
So Ontario and Toronto...
Toronto is in Ontario.
Toronto is in Ontario.
Ottawa is in Ontario.
Ottawa is in Ontario?
Yes, it's in that province.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know. So, Keko, introduce yourself and then to Ogereko.
Yeah, what's up everyone watching? My name is Keko, your girl Beast from the East. And I'm live here with Mr. YouTuber.
Yeah. Ogambachi Keko.
Tawali Ogambachi.
Oli bulungi?
Ndi bulungi.
So, who is Keko, by the way? Abasinga tebakumanyi. Who is Keko? Keko twamulaba ku scene nga ayogera oluzungu ne tugamba omwana ono bamuzaalira Canada. Wawa Keko. Who is Keko?
Keko is a musician,
yeah,
filmmaker, an all-round entertainer.
Yeah.
Entertainment is my passion. It's my thing.
Yeah.
And that's where I made my bread and butter. And that's what I do. So Keko is just an entertainer.
Keko bamuzala wa?
Keko bamuzala Mulago.
Yeah.
Kampala.
Yeah.
In the late 80s, so I'm in my 30s.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So
as well.
Which school did you go to?
I went to St. Noah Girls Zana.
Yeah.
I went to Mary Hill in Mbarara.
Okay.
And then I also went to Makerere for my university, yeah.
Okay. So, ndoza Keko tuogereko ku mbozi ya Canada, then we come back to Uganda.
Okay.
Life in Canada.
Yeah.
How did you go to Canada? Why did you go to Canada? Why did you leave music and shift to Canada? Then life in Canada, how has it been?
Well, I left for Canada. They gave me residency. In other words, Bampo Butuze. And I couldn't turn them down. And at the time, the music wasn't really working out.
Yes.
I wasn't making as much money from it. So I was like, let me just see what that opportunity would present me.
Yeah.
Then let me take that chance. Many people pray for chances like that. And mine just came. I didn't have to work that hard. They just gave it to me. So I decided to go to Canada. And when I got there, I went and studied film production in Toronto Film School. When I saw my film production, then graduating at 2019. Then in Canada 2017.
2017?
Yes. Then immediately natuka nengena musomero, and then I graduated film production. And I graduated 2019. COVID hitting.
Yeah.
And when COVID hit, bulichimucha disorganized. You know, I thought I would get into the movie industry there.
Yes.
Immediately after school, because there's so many opportunities. Excuse me. Then COVID bear hitting, it wasn't as easy to do. Yeah, life was kind of hard. Waina
yo family member like watukira wani ebintu ngebyo?
When I took a navano nemkwano gwange,
yeah,
when I saw naye. Nentuke nembere uwe Ottawa. But then when I was staying there,
yes.
Usually we're different.
Yes.
Different.
Yes.
kokubera naye netandika okunkalubirizamu katini.
Friend.
Yes. Nengamba, let me try my luck in Toronto. That's when I enrolled to Toronto Film School. Nengenda Toronto. Nentandika okubeera baina shelters ba providing ba immigrants.
Okay.
Nyoba wakatuka nga tomanyi muntu yenna. Toyina wakubeera.
Yes.
Baina shelters ez'abakazi n'ez'abasajja.
Yes.
Kati nembeera mu shelter ez'abakazi. Buli kimu bakiprovidinga, it's like a hostel. Buli kimu gyekiri. Era oba oyagala hustlinga bibyo.
Yes.
Ugenda bw'ofuna shelter, you put your head down and you hustle.
You can hustle. They can allow you.
Hustle. Kubanga rent are very expensive.
In where? In Toronto?
In Canada in general.
Hey, Canada is expensive?
Very expensive.
Okay.
Especially Toronto. And the big cities. Other small towns, it can be manageable, but like in the
Toronto.
big cities, it's kind of really difficult.
It's hard.
Yes. So the good thing is the shelter helped me. I went through school. I got a job, part-timing.
Yeah.
As a call center agent.
Yeah.
I worked with Samsung for a while I was going to school. And that helped me a lot.
Okay.
I managed to save some money to do some small things.
So kati Keko wagende wa friend wo ne mutamu obutakanya naye no kola ki no gamba nti kangende mu shelter.
Yeah.
But remember you were star here.
And the thing is there, nobody knows you.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
And you decided to go.
Which was a good thing.
Like
otherwise
there's no Ugandans in Toronto, or what do you mean?
There are not many. There are not many.
There are not many.
No.
So they didn't know you?
The Canadians didn't know who I was. I was just an ordinary African.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you decided to go to shelter?
Yeah.
How was life in shelter? Basaba batyo kugenda mu shelter?
Waliwo enamba gye ina the city of Toronto.
Yeah.
Eyina enamba gy'okubako. Woba oli stuck nga tolina wakubeera.
Yes.
Oli ku street. So bakubira essimu ne bakulaga ne bakulagirira awali space. Baina nyingi.
Baina space nyingi.
Baina shelters nyingi.
Okay.
Now there has to be a bed available.
Yes.
Oyinza okuba nga tewali bed available era ne bakugamba sorry, we don't have an available.
Nobaga sina wakusula empewo nyingi.
Empewo nyingi wabweru naye nkoze era ogwa mukisa mulungi naye bwe nali nkuba nga waliwo women's shelter ngeri free.
Yeah.
Nga balina some free beds.
Yes.
Ne bagamba yes, we can take you in. Just come to this location with a minimum bags, 2 bags. Make sure you only have 2 bags. So now you also have to come from here and you're not overpacked. Come on, unless you know where you're going to stay when you reach there.
Yeah.
Because when you pack ebintu bingi nga tolina wabiteeka.
Yes.
Yeah.
So kati wemba nina abaana, they can also accommodate me?
Yes, they also have shelters for people with children, families, but these are family shelters.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have them.
So nogenda mu shelter. How did you start your life?
I was going to school at the time, so it was pretty simple. I would only stay in the shelter to eat and sleep, and then most of my day I was at school. So it was quite easy. Thank God it's free, so like I was able to live there for a while without having to pay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So bakukkiriza okukola nga osula mu shelter naye n'ogenda n'okola sente?
Yes.
I thought ababeera mu shelter babeera homeless. Baba tebalina like...
You can be homeless and still you can be an immigrant. Everyone has their reasons to be in the shelter.
Yes.
Waliwo ababeera suffering from domestic violence, they go to the shelter.
Yes.
Those ones who just want a break from home, they go to the
they
shelter.
They can also go?
Yeah. As long as you call, they allow you.
You just tell them that it's
I want to stay. I don't have where to sleep. I want to stay here. I'm looking for a bed.
Okay.
As long as they have a bed available,
then abalala?
Abalala, most of them are homeless.
Homeless?
Yes.
Do they allow kids, like youth?
Yeah, they have youth shelters.
They have?
Yeah, Ezaba Youth Boka. Certain age group.
Okay.
Yeah, they have them.
So, daily activities, zibera mu shelter, like program running at your shelter, from morning to...
Most of the time it's like cleaning. They have a schedule, like, this day, everyone, they give people chores. You're going to clean the toilets today, or you're going to clean the kitchen area, or the dining area. As in, they keep giving different tasks during the week.
You or they have workers?
People who live in the shelter.
You clean?
Yes.
Not other employees?
No.
It's supposed to be you.
Yeah.
Okay. How about cooking?
Other cooking is like other people cook. The people from.
Okay.
They hire people to cook.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they pay you when you're there?
No, they don't pay you.
What do they give
It's
you?
good enough. They're giving you free
Food.
free food and bed.
Yeah.
And it's like a 5-course meal. There are snacks in between. There's milk. There's juice throughout the day.
Okay.
It's quite a. They eat better than some homes.
Okay. Is it like a dormitory or it's like
No, they have rooms.
They
Some
have-
of them are dormitories, but they're like rooms.
rooms?
Yeah.
Musula like rooms.
You can share like 2 people in a room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So from morning mugenda ne mulya breakfast ne mukomawo abagenda okukola ne
abagenda
mugenda.
okukola nga bagenda.
Yes. So kati nga gwe star obulamu buno bwa like bwakuyisa butya? Eyave ne Kampala ng'oli already star. Established.
I was very okay with it. I understood situation generally, and then I tailored my expectations
Yeah.
to that situation because I knew that this is a situation I was in and I had to survive it.
Yes.
And thank God I wasn't on the street.
Yes.
You know.
Some
Yeah.
are on the street.
Some people on the street they can't find beds.
How?
Yeah.
How?
Shelters are full.
Shelters are full.
You have to wait for someone to leave.
Where am I supposed to stay?
And now everyone knows about the shelters. You know?
Yeah.
They have drop-in centers
Yes.
where you can go and eat and bathe, do your laundry, but you can't sleep there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So wali ogenda, what did you expect?
I expected a good life.
Hmm.
I expected more opportunity.
Yeah.
I expected a great job,
Yes.
probably. I expected myself to live there longer,
Mm.
but it didn't turn out that way. It turned out to be more difficult than I thought. Yeah.
Ovayo otya like mu shelters.
Vayontia, they have housing workers.
Yeah.
Ababera mu shelters kati oba oyagala kufuna apartment nga iyo
Yes.
oba oyogera nabo ne bakuyamba okunoonya apartment. Most people in Toronto are renting rooms, not whole apartments, because they're expensive. Because a room is like $800 a month, which
800?
is imagine just renting a room in a house.
Just one room.
One room. So how about renting an apartment? It's like almost 2,000. Whatever. How expensive,
expensive.
it is. Yeah. Actually, there are very many Ugandans in the shelters there in Canada
Than their homes.
than homes because it's expensive.
Very
You'll
expensive.
be working for rent only.
That is
Almost.
possible.
Yeah, you can only just work for rent only. So you'd rather even come back home because like you're not making any sense.
But I'm living in Canada. That's a plus. It's not a big deal.
No, it's not. I think before you go there,
Yeah.
you have these ideas in your head about what it's going to be like.
Yeah.
And then when you get there, the real life on ground is very different. Yeah.
Yeah.
I found a room. My housing worker helped me find a room. And the government was paying for it. I was just lucky. The government was paying for it. So all I had to show them was the lease. See, this one is allowed to rent me the room. And yeah. And then the rent has to be a certain amount for the government to be able to pay for it. So they paid for it. And I was living there, yeah. Bampo butuze nga nchali wano.
Wabufuna oli wano.
Nabufuna nchali wano. Yeah.
And you reached there and ate nobeera nga tolina wosula.
I reached there and I don't have where to live.
But
Obviously.
they have given you residence.
Yeah, I already have residency.
How come?
But
Mbade
I don't have housing.
webakuwa residence okuva Uganda, you just go and...
For them, they think you have somewhere to stay.
Oh.
Already. You maybe
Yeah.
have relatives, maybe family.
But when
friends.
you went there,
When I
you
went
had
there,
no.
it didn't work out, yeah.
You
I
decided
was
to go
living
to
with
shelter.
a friend, but it didn't work out. So then nsalawo nkoze obutuze bwange ngende nsome.
Yeah. So lwaki tewafuna Uganda, because there's a big community in Toronto or in Canada where you can call and say, man, I'm Keko, I'm here, I'm stuck.
Communities
Why
were
did you?
sitting there.
Yeah.
Omanyina was in a politics where together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to get too much into the communities because I didn't want my business out there, first of all. And I wanted to hustle on my own. I think that's what I wanted. I wanted that independence to be able to hustle on my own. But the communities are there. Some people can house you, I'm sure they can.
Yes, they can.
But also you don't want it to be like you're living with strangers, even if they're Ugandans, but they're strangers.
But everybody knew you.
Even if they know you, that's even worse. That's
what. Yali yepanka
Kampala naye wano tewali kyali.
Yeah.
You get?
Yeah.
I wanted to hustle independently and I did. Yeah.
So lwaki wemutuuka like wetutuukayo like nga mmwe ababadde balina amannyo e Kampala wemutuukayo ebintu byonna bisizinga like why?
Continuing with recording music, for example.
Yeah.
Very expensive. Eriba or studio time, but yeah, hour. Or sasula per hour. I just sent it almost like $1 million an hour. You understand? That's audio production.
Yeah.
So how much will the video cost?
That's a lot.
Yeah. It was too expensive for me. I couldn't manage it, so I decided to just give it a rest. Yeah. I already had music.
Yeah. Twakulabako online ng'olina video gyowakola nga ovuddeko nga weenyigidde like people in Toronto mwenyigira. I don't know why. Wali weenyigidde n'oyogera ebigambo bingi online. What happened? What happened?
I was actually having fun. This is what happened.
Yeah.
I was in a hotel room. It was COVID period.
Yeah.
Stress is awkward. I'm locked down. I went to the liquor store. I bought alcohol. I came, turned on my Instagram live.
Yeah.
It started out as fun. Like, let's drink.
Yeah.
Let's drink on live and see how it's going to go. Because I'd never been on live before.
Okay.
But then what happened was just totally different.
Yeah.
I ended up drinking too much. And I embarrassed myself. And it was not a good look. All other people, they are there. But people are very busy. Oh, kufuna to just okutula now to have a drink.
Yeah?
It's difficult.
What makes it difficult?
It's difficult because they're busy. They work from 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And then they go home and sleep. And they do it the next day. On the weekend, they want to sleep.
On the weekend?
Yes.
They want to sleep?
They want to sleep because during the week, they're very busy. So it's really hard to find somebody who has that kind of time. I also kind of was busy. But I wasn't as busy because I was like part-timing.
Yeah.
So me, I had more free time than all of them. You know? I had a friend there, Olga. We used to work together at New Vision.
Oh, I know
when I was
him.
working at XFM. You
I
know
him.
Olga,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Light skin, big tall
I
guy.
know.
Yeah, he's there. But even him,
he's also in Canada.
Yeah, he lives in Toronto.
I didn't know.
He's also in Canada.
Okay.
Yeah. And for him, he like even has a family now there.
Yeah.
So like he's a really busy guy. And that was the closest of the friends that I had. Yeah.
So kati bwembanga ndisita nga nvudde ne Kampala nze Navio nze Fefebusi nze Bebe Cool nze ngenda ku Cheyo like ngenda Canada ngenda America, what advice would you give such a person?
I would tell you, make sure you have where to stay. That landing, that first landing, you have to have a soft landing when you get there. Make sure you have a place to stay. That's number one.
Okay.
As long as you have a place to stay, as long as you're in a shelter, everything else will fall in place. Or in Papulazo and you have where to stay. Finding a job is not difficult in Canada. And the jobs, they don't even ask for paperwork.
They don't?
Yes or no. Can you speak English? Which languages you speak? It's not difficult to get a job in Canada.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're looking for immigrants.
Bwemba ndisita wano nga njagala genda like ku Cheyo, so can finding where I'm going to stay.
Yes, and make sure you've recorded a lot of songs.
Why?
Kubanga Studios is expensive that side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bwemba nga nze nkoye music njagala genda nze kweyiya. I'm
Hey,
tired of music, Ugandan music. I'm going to Cheyo nze nkube ekyeyo kyano.
ng'okola ekyo ofuna w'okubeera nga wali stable, ofune community, because it also helps your mental health, just to know people that you can talk to, ofune community, and then also make sure that you have your paperwork right. Kubanga you can get stressed in Canada over to ena paperwork. Yeah.
Kati bwemba ngendedde ku visit. It's not,
And then you don't want to come back.
Yeah.
Then you have to file for refugee status. And it's also a long process.
What do you mean?
You have to file for refugee status. They have to give you refugee status.
It's another movie.
Yeah, it's another whole process. You have to get a judge, you have to get a lawyer, and there's some paperwork to be done. It's always good to leave when you already have all that settled, I think.
Okay. So what was your biggest challenge? Ng'otuuseeyo nga gwe yali star wano no catching up ne system.
I think my biggest challenge was shelter. That was my biggest challenge because when I got there, I didn't know how difficult it was going to be. I thought I was going to live with my friends. My friends ended up being too busy, the ones that I knew there. And then I ended up struggling to get where to stay. And that was my biggest challenge. If I had that down earlier, my life would have been so different and much more easier. Yeah.
Okay. So baganda baffe mwenna abatulaba tubatumiddeko nnyo awo wonna wobeera ng'otuba tukubuulira munnange ogendeyo onogoonya abadde mazzi gali gennyini akubuulira ekituufu okitegeera bw'agamba nti bw'oba ogenda gw'obadde sita wano bw'oba ogenda make sure you get where you going to stay ye point esooka enkulu bw'oba toyinaawo ojja kufunamu challenge but tetugaana genda. I don't think you're discouraging people to go.
No, I don't discourage them. Everyone's luck is different.
Yeah.
Omukisa gw'omuntu tosobola kumanya.
Yes.
Oyinza ogenda ng'oli sita naye ng'omukisa gwo teguli what? Teguli mulungi nnyo. And someone who goes who's very ordinary. Tuukeyo yenna ayina omusanga ayina ne office ye ayina biki ayina businesses. There are people who are there. You know
There?
Yeah.
Abakimakinga. So kati lwaki ebiseera bisinga nti obadde sita wano naye wootuuka eri you almost the same level? Is it the system oba gwe ng'omuntu gwagamba kambeere ng'abantu bano like ordinary people?
And then also that's what you long for because like when you're here it's not the same.
Yeah.
When you get there it's kind of it's interesting, it's new.
Yeah.
It's an exciting experience. Nobody knows you. You can do almost anything and not end up in the newspapers and you know and just there's a level of freedom that comes with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the difference between Uganda and Canada? Is there a big difference in
I
terms
think the
of lifestyle?
The weather.
Yeah.
The weather is very different. It's very cold.
Yeah.
It's cold. It's winter for 6 months in Canada.
6?
6 months. That's a long time.
That's a long time. 6 months.
And you can even get depressed and fat.
How come?
Because there's mobility. There's almost zero mobility.
Zero mobility.
You're not going anywhere. There's nowhere to. There's nothing to do. You can't hang out. You can't do anything. It's freezing outside. No one wants to hang out. But here, every day, summer, rain, you can enjoy the rain. It rains for a little bit and you can still go out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can still
But
go.
in Canada?
In Canada, when it's snowing, it's snowing. There's nowhere you're going.
You can't call Navio.
You can't call him and tell me, hey, you guys, where are you guys? Hey, what? No.
But you can call GNL in California to come and check on you.
Actually, he came over.
He came one time?
He came over one time.
Yeah.
We worked on a project together. I shot a dance video for him.
Yeah.
For one of his songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did come over, but that's once in a while.
Once in a while?
Once in a blue moon.
So, winter for 6 months?
6 months. 6 months you're there. Big clothes. Everything is just not moving.
But here?
Here the weather is amazing. And then also here the community.
The community?
Like there's a sense of community. And then people interact with each other, even if they don't know each other.
Yeah.
You can just meet and then hit it off like something random.
Yeah.
But there, it's really, people are to themselves a lot.
Yeah.
Abazungu, you get. It's a very new social, like the way we are here. So kola emikwano si kyangu nnyo.
Si kyangu.
Yeah.
So I cannot be sisobola kubeera star nga nvudde wano ndi star nensigala era nga ndi star Canada.
Olina okukola nnyo, olina okufuna ba manager ndowooza abeeyo.
Yeah.
Because you're now competing at that level. Excuse me. Otherwise, you'll be only singing for your community. Together.
Yes.
That shows us the communities occur. Over African communities. You can't cross over to the what? To the mainstream. Music work or wanga yali ayinsobola crossing over, but
yeah, because you were singing in English.
In English, because I didn't have the right management to take me to that level. And I was too busy as well. I was not really trying to pursue that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So to wali focus on music?
No.
And you didn't have a good management?
No.
Okay. So ndoza tuyingire ddala kati right now tuyingire mu music. Tuyingire kati mu nsonga za music. You went ngoli hot nga everybody tewali yali akisuubira kubeera nga Keko nti asobola okusuula n'abomba. Fe tukuyita kubomba n'ogenda ku kyeyo.
Yeah.
We didn't expect you to go and you left us hanging. Noleka bannavyo wano, noleka ba Fefe Busi wano. Tusookere eri music weeri. I've got a challenge nti music wamma abasinga okuyimba doesn't cross to Uganda. What is the challenge? Is it your lyrics? Is it your promotion? Is it your production? Is it your marketing strategies? What is the problem? Or you're singing kwara music?
Music what you call it?
Yeah, people from diaspora. We don't understand your music. It doesn't cross to Uganda.
I know. I think it's far from, what do they say? Far from sight, far from mind.
Okay.
I think it's because you're not present. Tubakulaba.
But we can consume Jay-Z's music and consume Burna Boy's music here.
Because you already know that they're not from here.
Nah.
It's mental.
No, that's not the big
It is.
That's not the issue.
It is.
The issue is about, I think the issue is about good music you give us. Whether you're Uganda.
I think that's why I didn't want to produce music when I was there. Because of I had that same
challenge.
That same feeling.
Yeah.
That they would not accept it.
Why?
I don't know why. But there are some musicians like Zani.
Yeah.
Some of our songs were hits here. Like Ndoa.
Yeah, Ndoa.
Yeah. Because when GNL yachigezaako kola music ngaliyo naye nga takwata wano.
What is the problem?
Nkugamba abantu baba tebakulaba. Okitegeera. Baba tebaku taking us seriously. Oba tebakuwuliza. Even the promoters. Bazanya lumuji bibiri ne bakijjako.
Yeah.
Because you're not present. Tebakulaba kuzi show. You get, it's just about being present. You're not on ground. Toliku ground. But Toliku ground as a Ugandan musician, it's very difficult to market your music.
I think management, the issue is about management.
No. I don't think.
Distributing your music.
No. You can distribute your music, that's fine. Why wouldn't they like GNL's music? I'm mu Luganda.
Yeah.
Enyimba ze nnungi. Nengolaba just kubanga bakimanyi nti taliiwo.
They don't give you time.
Tebamuwa time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not about the lyrics, it's not about the production.
Absolutely not.
Or getting a busy, because I talked to some people in the USA, they told me tetulina time. We don't have time to go to studios. Studios are expensive. Tuli busy mu byeyo. We cannot focus. So maybe you're not focused on one thing. That's why we don't give you time.
Because you're not focused on the music. That's why. Tuli kucheyo. Okitegeera.
Yeah.
Music abeeranga kintu kyoyagala okukola nga kifuuka hobby.
Yes.
Tokiteeka mu maanyi nnyo.
Yeah.
If you had the time to do it full time, like when you're at home, it would work out. Yeah.
So who's to blame now?
It's just
to blaming about, because some blame the presenters here. They say when we send our music, you ask us money, you don't want to play our music. Who is to blame? You, the artist from diaspora, or the presenter here on the ground?
I think it's the ones on ground. Kubanga music wamusaba tumubawa. Mwagala music ne tusindika music. Naye music temamuzanya.
Music tetumuzanya.
Yes.
General alina music omupya.
Omupya alina albums ze yakola.
Naye tazanya wano.
Naye okuwulira yadde n'oluyimba olumu weruti.
Which other artist ali mu diaspora? You have General.
What about Mega D? Mega D. I know Don MC.
Don MC. Where is Don MC?
Don MC is in the UK.
Is in the UK?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rabba Dabba.
Where is Rabba?
UK.
Rabba is in the UK?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
There are very many musicians who are out of the
country.
country.
I hear Emprolando is also in Canada.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
I know the gospel singer.
Babidia?
Babidia
is also in Canada.
Yes, she's in Canada.
There are so many artists in the diaspora. What is going on?
Uganda maybe it's too hot for them.
You're tired of Uganda? What's going on?
Me, I was just frustrated. I love my country. Like, there's nothing. When I was there is when I realized how much I love Uganda. I missed it so much. I'll be counting down days to when I want to come back.
Why?
Because there's so much to do. There's so much to do here that you can't do when you're there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, muna KEKO wotabadde. There were so many artists abaze ku scene. I don't know if you know them. We have so many. Let's start with a hip hop.
Yeah.
We have Agent. Do you know him?
I met him the other day.
You left him?
I left him when he was there.
He was here?
Yeah, he was there.
We have Rachel.
Yes.
You know her?
I know her.
You left her or you
I
found
left her also.
You left her?
But she was still beginning.
She was upcoming?
Yeah, she was upcoming.
Pure?
Yeah.
Upcoming. We have Fefe Busi. You know him?
Yeah, I know Fefe Busi.
Fefe, you know him?
Yeah.
We have Jim Nola. You know?
No.
You don't know Jim Nola?
No.
Oh. We have Seneli.
Seneli said?
Yeah.
I know Seneli said.
You know Seneli?
No, come on. We even have a song together.
He's a legend.
Yeah, he's cool. He's a cool guy.
He's a cool guy. We have Fik. You left him?
I left Fik.
Yeah. So, what do you think?
Nothing much really. Not really new artists.
Yeah.
Because I left them when they were.
Bali batandika,
yeah. Yes.
Okay, so in hip hop ojirabota hip hop industry nga wajireka some say nti we mwajiva mu GNL hip hop went down. So what do you think? I think
abana bagezezako oja uplifting.
Yeah.
Only like, style je bagikola munayo like zendaba bakozesa dancehall beats. Never rapping over like bidandali beats like Bagravity, Bani.
Yeah.
Abaita hip hop. You understand?
Yeah.
But like only hip hop I don't think that they're making that kind of music.
They are
anymore.
not doing that.
They're not doing that.
Like who? Whom are you talking about? Who is not doing that?
I mean like all the guys that are doing it right now. Like you listen to their music. Go down and now, do the chow chow. That's fake Jamaica, right?
Yeah, that's fake.
I think so. I think they're making rap music. They're fusing it with Chidanda.
Okay.
Which is not a bad idea, but like that real authentic sound is still missing.
But some say hip hop is not doing good in Uganda.
It's not.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
It's not doing good. Seneri is not like production. When you look at Seneri, when you look at Mackenzie is also.
Mackenzie is on radio.
Is a radio? Is a artist.
Mackenzie, he used to be an artist, but he's more of a radio guy now.
He's not an artist.
No.
Okay. So where do you see hip hop?
I think now that some of us have come back, maybe we'll try to like keep uplifting it. But shout out to guys like Navio, The Myth, you know, and all these other guys for like sticking to the core of hip hop and rap and still sticking to the sound that makes it authentically rap and hip hop.
Yeah. Myth and
Navio
they're making it
are doing good. Nabala Lavanji, Tucker HD, Lagoon, Banji, Lyrical G.
Munji. Is Munji a hip hop artist?
Munji is also a rapper. Yeah, he's a rapper. He had gone quiet, but then I heard he's coming up with some new stuff.
Yeah, he's coming up with Shake Table. You heard that song?
I heard it. That with Chameleon.
No, with Abdul Mulas.
That's a smart collabo. It's a smart collabo.
Have you heard about that song? Shake
No,
Table?
but you see, you laugh when you talk about it, so it's doing its job.
It's okay. Munji is fine. Munji is doing good. He has been also down.
Yeah.
We have
Big Trill.
Big Tree. How is Big?
I think he's doing okay.
Yeah.
He had that song with Fig for Maker, My Guy.
Yeah, my guy was also doing, but it's also like a dance or
yeah, they're making it
of,
danceable. Like it
yeah.
has to be like danceable for them to like. But that's the problem. It's not them. It's the market.
Is it a market
It's
or
the
you're supposed to
market.
stick on your roots?
It's the market that's deciding the sound.
So should we expect you to do the same?
You never know. I mean, but then not necessarily the same. I like going over pop, danceable beats as well, but still keeping it lyrical at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some say that hip hop artists they are not making a good money according to our industry. What do you think? And
I
what
wouldn't
is the
know,
problem?
but I hear Fig for Maker is doing well, and Gravity is doing well.
No, the people who are doing the real hip
The
hop.
real hip hop.
No, the-
Navi is doing
the
well.
Fused
He
one.
just did his concert. The Myth, maybe you could say there's more that could
They
be
say
done.
they are struggling. Hip hop artists in Uganda are struggling. Do you think they're right?
I think they're right. I think there are a couple of them who are doing well, but most of them are not doing well.
They are struggling.
Yes.
What is the problem? Management, finance,
I
lyrics?
think it's the management.
Yeah.
If more people can come and manage hip hop artists, I think, get them shows, then maybe they'll keep doing. They'll start doing better. Yeah.
Do you think we have good consumers for hip hop?
Absolutely.
Music?
Everyone speaks a language,
Yeah.
and music is a language. So I don't think it's like, oh, hip hop. No. If they could buy my music when I released it, and at the time no one was releasing the music I was releasing, then the Ugandans, as long as it's nice, they will buy it. That's the Chamber Kiddies, Teva Sosola.
They can consume.
They can consume.
So do you think you and GNLO, you went with a hip hop industry to diaspora?
We left it in safe hands. Like all the young kids that are coming up right now, like the Rachel Rays you mentioned. There's another artist called VKC. She's also good. Tushina Bachala. She's also good. When I signed to Sony,
Yeah.
management ya chuka. Ate management yali teri mu Uganda.
Yeah.
Kati locally nani sikola. I was not working, I was not making money. Whereas if I had signed Sony and had local management, everything would have worked out. Yeah.
So do you think it was a good deal for you to go with Sony?
In the beginning I thought it was a good deal, but as time went on, it turned out not to be a good decision. But then locally, oyina kola sente wano.
Ewaka.
Ewaka. Okitegeera.
Yes.
Oyina nawo okubeera ng'ofunawo ky'oliya wano. And I was not doing that. Singa banfunira manager ng'ali local singa.
So Sony we yakusigninga like tewafunanga gigs, tewafunanga, I don't know. Omulimu gwabwe aba Sony gwali kuki?
Omulimu gwabwe gwali gwa distribution, management, albums.
Yeah.
Generally, yali 360. They were giving me management, distribution, and an option of 5 albums.
5 albums.
Yes.
Bachikola.
Bakola album emu n'enkowa. Ne mbagamba sikyayagala kubeera wano.
Lwaki?
Kubanga album emu nagirecordinga mu mwaka gumu naye kyabatwalira myaka 5 ogireleasinga. Kati albums 5 singa bagenda zimala ddi.
Listen, wasigninga deal ne Sony and ne bagamba nti bagenda kola albums meka? 5 albums.
Yes.
N'okolako album emu ne bakola batya?
Nze ne ngamba nkooye.
Why?
Because kyatwala myaka 5
5 years
to release it, one album. Tolaba nti that's a long time.
That's a long time. 5
My
years
friend.
you're waiting for one album.
Exactly. No bali kuchisima.
And they told you what?
I didn't even want to know what their reason was. I didn't want to know what their reason was.
Those people are not serious.
They are not serious. But it was serious. Ekintu nze nali kitwala serious nnyo.
What was their
naye nga bo bali mu kuslackinga.
Over they take time. They have so many artists.
That's not a reason. That can't be a reason.
That's too much.
That's too long.
5 years you're waiting for one album.
Yeah.
Then you're for 5 albums, which means 25 years.
Imagine.
Working with them. So you decided to
split.
Don't miss this international conference on healthcare and social work. And the theme this time is health in a social perspective. International delegate will pay $400 Canadian and local delegate will pay $300 Canadian. It will take place at Ontario Science Centre, 770 Don Mills Road, North York, ON, M3CU IT3 from 21st to 22nd June 2024. This conference doesn't discriminate. We call upon thinkers, human resource managers, artists, all social workers, the healthcare sector, doctors, nurses, caregivers, RPNs, ARNs, PSWs, all counselors, and all social workers. It's an international conference on healthcare and social work. For more details, call +1647 702 2922 or +437 288 9862. Powered by Nightingale Initiative for Global Health, Street Haven, Brookside Staffing Agency, M&G Media, Ontario Science Centre, Nightingale Holdings Limited, and organized by Global Events Canada and Nightingale Initiative for Global Health.